Okay, let's give you guys some practice. So find the domain for this composite function. Remember, a composite function is where you have functions buried within other functions. So for example, looking at this function here, you can imagine that you've got a function here. So you can imagine this as being a function. Let's give it a name, g of x. And then well, this whole function here can be created by burying this function in another function here. So when you bury this g of x into h of x here, you will get the overall function here. And there are lots of ways of breaking a composite function down. Another way is to say that this here is a function, and then you bury it within another function, which is one of so you can imagine this as being one function, bury it in this function here, 1 over x. So you can imagine this as being one function, bury it within this function here. So when you bury this inside here, it will then give you this bit here, okay? And then when you put the combination of the two into here, then you will get the overall function. So there are lots of ways of doing it. One way is to imagine this as being a function, which is this, bury it in here, okay? Another way of breaking this down is, well, this here is one function, and then when you bury it in this function, you will get this, and then when you bury the combination of the two into here, you will get the overall function. So there are several ways of doing it. This is one way. This here is another way, and remember there are lots of ways of imagining a function. One way is to imagine it as being a machine. So here you've got a machine within a machine. So you can imagine this as being 1 over x minus 5 here, and this machine here is the outer machine, which is the positive root of x. So a function is where you can put in some sort of number, and then it would do its work, whatever it's doing, and then it would spit out an answer, okay? And the domain is what you can put into the machine without the machine breaking down. Well, here, because you've got a machine buried within another machine here, so you've got a machine here buried within another machine here. The domain is what you can put into this machine, where it will work for the inner machine and it will also work for the outer machine. So the domain is what you can put into the machine where it will work for this machine and it will also work for this machine. Okay. Well, the domain is what you can put into the machine without it breaking down. So find the domain for this composite function, meaning find what you can put into the machine without without any of the machines breaking down. So without the inner machine breaking down within the outer machine. If you happen to have another function within this outer machine, so the domain is what you can put into the machine without any of the machines breaking down. Okay. Well, anyway, find the domain for this composite function here, and I would tell So press pause and have a go. So find the domain for this composite function. Okay. So press pause and have a go. Okay, because this video has been going on for a while, I will tell you the answer in the next video, in part 2. Okay, because I've been dragging on for a bit, so the answer will be in the next video. Okay.